Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Imperator Rome. We are playing as Egypt with a twofold goal of controlling all of the wonders of the world and the goal of restoring Alexander's empire. So real fast, obviously we have one of the wonders already. You can see the pyramids right there. I believe they are in the county of Memphis. Great Pyramids, local civilization level plus 5%, local slave happiness plus 10% until end of game. If we look for Halicarnassos, there is the mausoleum. It has the mausoleum of Mausolos. Local citizen happiness plus 10% until end of game. Ephesus. I am always really bad at finding Ephesus. There it is. So there is the temple of Aphrodite, I think. Artemis. Whoops. Yeah. It starts with an A. Artemis Temple. Local citizen happiness plus 10% until end of game. So we need to get that. Let's see. Olympia is right here. There is the Temple of Zeus. And you can actually see Zeus in there. Site of the Olympic Games, local unrest -1 until end of game, and Zeus Temple, local citizen happiness plus 10% until end of game. So pretty nice that they give local citizen happiness. I don't actually know what the Lighthouse or the Colossus are going to give us, but we'll look for those eventually. Let's see. That's 1, 2... 3, 4, 5... No, the Hanging Gardens are here in Babylon. So you can see them there. Gardens of Babylon. Local citizen... local civilization level plus 10%. Local citizen happiness plus 10% until end of game. No, that's all of it, right? 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6... 7. Yeah, that's all the wonders. Okay. So those are the things that we'll want to do. Most of those are in areas that we need to conquer anyway. So, yeah. We've got Cyrenaica here. They do kind of like us because appeasing stance, same religion. We are at -160, base -130, rank -30, because they are a regional power. They are a regional power, so I might not be able to grab them. I may have to just, like, conquer them. They're at -155. So, yeah. Some of these are going to be pretty hard to get. We may have to just conquer them. I don't know exactly what you get out of Tribal Vassal if you can turn them into, if you can integrate them. Like this guy, we can integrate him. Client State. Joins Egypt in wars, can be made an integral part of Egypt sometime in the future, is limited by Egypt regarding diplomacy, will only export to Egypt. Egypt uses 1 diplomatic slot to maintain this relation. They cannot cancel this relation on their own, and they get the following modifiers: national commerce income plus 10%, and ruler popularity gain -0.05. He is Egyptian, Kemetic, and located down there. So I don't know if there's an easy way to, like, convert your country's religion, other than, like, rebellions, which kind of tends to game over you. But if we go to the religion map mode, we've got Hellenistic here, Hellenistic here, Hellenistic here, Hellenistic there. Otherwise, all Kemetic, which is, and that's Hellenic. This is the Egyptian religion. There's Jewish all down here, of course, up here. I think there might be a couple other places, but I'm not sure. I got Hellenic all along here, Sibylline, Zoroastrian. This is all Zoroastrian with some spots of Hellenic, Heptadic, Ritualistic, Bon, bits of Buddhist, bits of Jain, lots of Hindu. some Hellenic outposts down there. But we'll be getting to that later. That's all Arabic. There's Chaldean. Because, like, one thing that I would enjoy is, like, bringing Chaldean back to the forefront of an empire and become Babylon kind of thing. But I don't know how possible that is. We got Druidic, Twistic, Iberic, and a little bits of Hellenic here and there, and Megalithic, and Canaanite. So, also Canaanite over here. Oh, and Chaldic, Armazic. Some of these I don't know much about. Oh, Jewish up here. Wasn't expecting that. And Zalmoxian. Alright, but that's the religion. If we take a look at the cultures, we've got little spots of Hellenic, or Greek, Macedonian, Cyrenaican, Egyptian, Blemian. These are all in the Arabian culture group. Nabatean is not in the Arabic culture group. They are in the Levantine culture group, along with Hebrew, Phoenician. We've got Phoenician all the way over here. So there's lots and lots and lots of culture groups all over here. But yeah, like Elamite, it would be fun to bring that back. That is... Oh, it's split because of this impassable terrain, that's why. Alright, Babylonian, Assyrian. So it would be fun for me to restore those, because I'm a fan of those. Anyway, let's take a quick look around. We've got some money. We can spend some of that. There's a macro builder. We can build trading camps, marketplaces, fortress, granaries. The thing that I don't like about the this here is that there's no like detail on like what the local tax is, or if I click on this, what the local manpower gain is, because I'd want to build this in a county that you know, like here we're getting +6 right there. Over here, +3. Over here, +3. Let's look for, you're probably, yeah, +0. So we're really not getting much here. Not the best place to build that, in my opinion, kind of thing. So, like, I would want to build a training camp right here to take advantage of this +6, but I don't know where the other ones are. Like, that's just +2. This is +14. So this place needs a training camp, for sure. Let's spend some money on that. So, knowing that there's a 14 down there, this +6 doesn't look as attractive anymore, so I'm going to build a marketplace. We'll get even more money out of that. We do want to save up our money for the lighthouse, but, you know, we do want to have a bit. A bit of things boosting us. Let's go ahead and I'm going to bump the speed down to just 1. We're going to go ahead and unpause, let some things happen. He's already spending... So he's got 22,000 cash, 7 cohorts. We could go to war with him pretty quick. Let's take a look at this. The vagaries of state. While the court was in session this afternoon, a little-known man by the name of Abraeus stood to give a rousing speech on the subject of foreign policy. While his argument was ultimately unsuccessful, many heads were turned by the beauty of his oratory. Perhaps this is someone to keep an eye on. So that's this guy. He is only a 6 charisma. He's got a lot of zeal. He is energetic, uncaring, and wise. So he's going to gain Orator and gain 50 prominence. That's quite a bit. That's charisma +1, so that does bump him up a little bit there. Not too much of a problem. Let's see. Nabatea has 4 cohorts. Phrygia is going to be our early rival. They have 24 cohorts. So we could go to war with them pretty easily, but I think Cyrenaica is going to be the better choice early on. He's chosen that. So if we go to covert actions, we can fabricate a claim for 200 oratory power. So we need to let time pass for that to bump up. Don't really care about those right now, but I do think that I want to improve relations with Nabatea, because offer client status would... Because this guy's a client, so this would be good. I want him to be a client of mine. So I'm going to go ahead and improve his opinion. Okay. When it's maxed out, we'll go ahead and send him a gift as well. He's got appeasing stance. No, this is ours. We've got appeasing stance. Aggressive expansion decay. Right, let's pause it since we got a pop-up and we want to look at that. Improve relation cost minus 25%. Opinion of our allies plus 25. Opinion of others within diplomatic range plus 10. Now, we could change this. We don't have enough oratory power, but I can't actually even look at these right now. Okay. So we're gonna stick with that for now, I guess, because we can't change it. And we're getting an envoy from Cyrenaica. They want to import wild game from our province of Farfara. As we are not currently exporting, we would gain the following bonus. Archer's discipline plus 5%. So for exporting this, the discipline of all of our archers will go up by 5%. We will also earn 0.5 gold each month. That would go into the commerce, 6.61. You know what? I'll go ahead and accept this offer. Seems fine to me. We may have some other places that could use some trade routes. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, someone else is asking for one. Okay, there is a trade route down here in Aswan. This is... Oh, that's in them, though. Okay. But we do have a trade route down here that we can do. So we're not getting any bonuses here. If we imported wood, we could build ships down here, which might not be a bad idea. It would allow us to get down into these areas, get down here. Let's take a quick look at simple terrain. So we've got all of that is desert. These are plains, so this is where we'd want to land. That's desert. Does marsh do anything? Marsh does not do anything. Hills are safe. Okay, so we can move troops down here, up here, and then onto boats from here. Because I want to avoid desert as much as possible. Now, the problem is that building boats down here doesn't really help us all that much. That's all desert, so getting down to Kush would be kind of problematic. Oh, but this is all hills, so we could move around here. But yeah, moving through this area would just gobble up manpower like crazy. Given that, however, I do think that we are going to want to make some more troops. Let's see. Judea is asking to import camels. We'd get camel discipline. I will go ahead and accept that for now. Getting more money feels like a good thing. Alright, so military... No. Oh, yeah, we can do this through the macro builder. Alright, so I do really like heavy infantry. That's these guys, the Pez Tyroi, which I kind of wish it would put heavy infantry in parentheses. just so you can better figure it out. So these guys are pretty good. They are expensive. They have attrition weight of plus 50%. So for every one of them, they count as 1.5 troops when they're moving through a place. So you need to keep that in mind. Horse archers do not. Elephants count as 3 times as much. And heavy infantry can count twice as much. So that is, or heavy cavalry, I'm sorry. Since we're importing iron here, this is the only place that we can build them. So let's go ahead and queue up. That's 4. Let's get 5. And then we'll queue up 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So we got 5 archers, 5 heavy infantry. This will probably be a good enough army. I wanted to use up some of my manpower since I was close to the cap. That'll probably be a pretty good army that I can use against these guys. They only have 7 cohorts. I can pull down my other ones if necessary. And for now, I think that we're going to want to split this. Split in half. And jump over to terrain. This is all desert, so that's kind of annoying. I'm going to just move you over here. You are moving through the desert. I do not want you to move through the desert. I want to avoid using my attrition if I can. We can say attachments not allowed. We've got shock tactics. With your current army composition, shock action has an effectiveness of 33.3%. So we get phalanx, which would be 58%. So I think that I'm going to change this. You cannot change this during battle, so you kind of have to hope that you're choosing the right thing. 10% less damage against envelopment and triplex. So you've got this kind of like you know, rock paper scissors type thing. It's not quite rock paper scissors, but that sort of thing going on. But we'll go ahead and set that. And maybe we should make some light cavalry so that this other group is also has some of them. Let's close that out. Macro builder. And you can see the damage that they deal. Not great against heavy cavalry or heavy infantry. Pretty good against light infantry, horse archers, chariots, and archers. No modifier to camel cavalry or light cavalry. And I have to make them down here. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So we'll have another 15k army down there. Okay. Let's see. Kush is going to be another potential target. They only have 4 cohorts, but they've got a lot of manpower. I think pushing down into this area is going to be the better thing for the short term. I would like to get to Nabatea, a client state if possible, but I don't know if we will be able to do so. They only have 1 cohort right now, so you would think that that would help. Let's bump up the speed a little bit. Wars of the Diadochi. Having built the largest empire the world has ever seen, Alexander the Great died suddenly 10 years ago. With no clear successor to the empire, his generals, the Diadochi, or successors, have since fought over Alexander's spoils. As one of Alexander's oldest friends, our ruler Ptolemy has secured the wealthiest province in the empire, Egypt, for himself. Expansion into Greece and Syria has, however, been thwarted by Antigonus Monophthalmus, the former satrap of Phrygia. Monophthalmus, actually. With the entire Egyptian fleet crushed at the recent Battle of Salamis. That explains why I have no boats. Antigonus is perhaps the most successful of the successors, but success breeds enemies, and he now stands alone, vulnerable. This is a great opportunity if we can only secure allies to oppose him. The empire belongs to the strongest. We've gained claims on Alexander's former empire: Greece, Thrace, Macedonia, Syria, Asia, Cilicia. I'm gonna probably flop between classic pronunciations and modern pronunciations. So sorry, it's gonna happen. I'm bad at being consistent on that. Phrygia, Syria, Persis, Palestine, Mesopotamia, Lower and Upper Egypt. These claims will go away upon the death of our ruler. Okay. So, that is, that does mean that we will want to get going on this, on some of that soon. So we are a major power. They are a major power. They are a major power. We could offer an alliance. They would say no. They have a lot of negative penalties to that. Alright, so we're looking for the purple one. I'm not sure that there are any other major powers that we could... Oh, no, you could. You would not want an alliance. We could improve relations, but I lack the oratory power. I don't know if there's a major power, like a powers map mode. There definitely needs to be a powers map mode. What about Carthage? Carthage is a major power. They are uninterested in that. Rome is just a local power right now, as they should be. Yeah, so the problem is that none of the other major powers are interested in helping us out. Send a massive gift to the Seleucids. I can improve opinion with the Seleucids next month, so I think I should try that. Actually, we do have some trade things. Ionia wants to import leather. We would get light infantry defense, so we'll go ahead and accept that. Carthage wants salt from Libya. Army maintenance cost. I will accept that. Both those are good. I do lack a commander in this army, so I should probably get someone there. Scorned families: Felitid, Persid, and Penead. Persid, you are not great, but you're literally the second best person we have. So let's go ahead and do that. It is February. I can improve relations. Let me go ahead and close this out. Okay. And I'm going to try and get an alliance with them. It probably won't work, but, you know, it's a possibility. They do have a ton of subjects, however. And they will all come in, so that's another reason to build this up. But we'll see how it goes. For that, we need... What did I need? 268. So I'm waiting for 268 for religious power. But we do have claims for a while. It's not that expensive to fabricate claims, though. It's really not that big of a deal. I find. Given this, it may actually be better to go up against Phrygia first, rather than down this way, since these things are only going to last as long as our current ruler is alive. Alright, so you guys get over here. We'll merge them up when they get together. Still waiting on our heavy infantry to be made. Oh, right. You guys are all done. Let's go up this way, because I don't want you crossing over through all this desert. I want to minimize the desert travel if possible. Okay. And you guys all move over here. So we do have some roads, which is pretty nice. I don't know where I see that. Alright, well, we're currently gaining 503 gold. Or, I mean, we currently have 503 gold, and we're gaining 21. So every 5 months, I can build another building. So let's go ahead and build some buildings here in our capital province. Building that right over here. We got 2 buildings that we could build. Lots of slaves here. It's probably a little bit better for these over here. We've got some tribesmen. So you gain. So tribesmen give you some manpower and base tax. Actually, get more manpower and base tax out of these guys. Probably because of the partly the output. But getting more citizens is also pretty good. Well, okay, so I've got two freemen. They're giving 18. The 5 tribesmen are giving 22. It's not 22 each. So you do get a lot more manpower out of freemen. So it is like I kind of like citizens and freemen better than tribesmen. What are we getting? Let's go for a training camp, and we'll also get a marketplace over here. Tribesmen are not particularly happy here, unfortunately. I am doing cultural assimilation, which is good. Let's go for a training camp, and that's it. Our money is exhausted. But there's going to be, I mean, like, there's a lot of buildings that we need to build. So we need this cash. On the other hand, maybe I should save up for the lighthouse. So we can get a new invention. Let's see. Since I'm thinking about trying to get some of these guys on my side, humane conduct would probably be good. Although improve opinion maximum, that's better right now. I'm working on 2 of those, so. Prelude to the later concepts of permanent ambassadors, proxenoi were chosen by Greek city-states to act as representatives in neighboring cities. There we go. So, let's see if this is going to change what our thing is. It's +2, 1.53. Doesn't actually say. I am improving relations over here, so that's good. So that'll help. And we are moving our troops around. All of these stacks, these are mercenaries, and we can just, I think we just click on them and like hire them or something. That gives me that person. You can hire them through the mercenaries thing here, but I thought you could click on these and hire them. You need to have at least 2 times the disband cost of 42 gold for all mercenaries, including this one, in the bank to sign up a mercenary. Alright, so that's probably why I can't do it. Let's go ahead and unpause it, let some more time pass, move troops around a bit. So they're in red because they are getting some attrition, but we've got a lot of manpower. But we'll probably lose a lot of manpower up this way. Go to simple terrain mode. Well, most of these are plains. These are hills. Why are these hills? These should be mountains. I mean, this is the Dead Sea. This area, at least, will be the Dead Sea. Driving along the side, there's like a few 100-foot cliffs right here. These should probably not be plains. They're mountains in Crusader Kings too. Let's go ahead and bump up the speed a bit. Give them a bit more movement time, gain some more stuff. I'll put someone in charge once they're in place. I'd kind of like to get, before we end the episode, I'm going to bump it up to that so we can get the our religious power, our stability up. I'd like to get. Our religious unity is only 8.3%. That's not ideal. Okay, so we got this. Let's go ahead and merge them all together. They're on the shock tactic. I would like phalanx. You're on phalanx. And you should be on phalanx. And let's get someone in charge. So, we, Fellatid and Penead. Fellatid, you are a tactician, archer's discipline, horse archer discipline, light infantry discipline. I got archers, but you're only 3. Oof. It's not great. Guess we'll go with that. And religion. There we go. We can sacrifice to the gods. The base cost is 200. We have no corruption, so that's not affecting anything. Trophius plus minus 16%. Positive stability plus 50%. This will increase stability by +1. Sacrificing to the gods will appease the people and increase the stability of our realm. And that's a nice sound of a pig dying. Our realm is more stable. Stability is increased. So now we get 10% tax. Monthly legitimacy 0.04, 10% research points, ruler popularity gain 0.2, loyalty of subject states plus 10, and the sacrifice to the gods now costs plus 100. So we need 368 to increase further. But I want to do that. Now we have all of these powers. I think the religious unity improves these, because when I was playing as Nabatea, these were a lot higher. But I'm not sure. It doesn't really say. Or maybe it's the Omen power. I don't know. It's fine, though. We have no war exhaustion, so that's fine. Alright, but we now are just going to have one family. There we go. Ptolemy the narrow-minded, reticent to believe anything he is told. The closed-mindedness of Ptolemy Soter-Lagid has often been cause of irritation amongst his peers. He gains narrow-minded. Alright, interesting. So that is finesse +1, technology speed minus 10%. Yeah. And national tribesman happiness plus 25%. I mean, it's kind of not bad on that. You know, the Basilius of the Seleucids is our friend. Shouldn't that help us? Can't do anything with him. We're now at negative minus 60. We'll get too many relations. Oh, that's part of the problem. Same religion, opinion. we'll keep working on the opinion. I could definitely send him a gift at some point. I've got 110 gold already. But for now, we'll go ahead and call this an episode and come back next time. We will keep considering going to war against Phrygia. All of the vassals that he has are a bit of a worry. If I click on you... Alright, so Judea has 3, you have 5, you have 4, you have 4, you have 5, 5, 5, 9. Not sure how you are. Oh, you're trading with them. Alright. That's 5, 4, 4, 7, 7, 5, 5, 4, 3, and that's just Phrygian territory right now. Our place is right here. He has 4. That's all Kos. Which is our other guy? Andros, where are you? There you are. You've got 4. Alright. They may end up, like, attacking some of these, you know, minor ones, but, we'll see how it goes. But I would really like to try to get the Seleucids on our side for this before we do anything else. Anyway, this is where we're going to call it. When we come back next time, we will definitely consider going against Phrygia. If I feel that it's taking a little bit too long, I may go against Cyrenaica first. I don't think they're going to want to go for client status, but I would probably like to turn them into a client. Which is going to be painful getting over there. I'd rather not lose all that manpower. But anyway, we'll see later. See you next time, everyone.